As a child, I was bullied or questioned all the time, like almost every day. You know, why do you shake your ass when you walk? Why do you hold your arms like this? My favorite one was, why are you so pretty? I said, well, those are my challenges.
I knew I was different when I was a child. Just felt like I was in the wrong body is the best way to put it. There is definitely differences in how, men would talk to me if I was, still living as a man versus how I am now living as a woman.
The transgender community has had many victories with the help of the Obama administration and LGBTQ groups. Although this progress has had lasting effects, our recent government has taken a new stance on the protection of transgender rights.
And I really love to say that, the government works for the benefit of everybody, but right now it doesn't.
Title IX. No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. This act, passed by Congress, is used to put an end to sex-based discrimination in federally funded educational facilities. In recent years, the Obama administration has interpreted the law to cover all sexes, including those transgender. This gives equal opportunity to transgender students to play on team sports, use bathrooms that match their gender identity, and be recognized using their preferred pronouns without any sort of discrimination.
I love the way that the Obama administration has done that kind of stuff and really taken an ownership of the issues that have plagued our society. This administration, not so much.
Everything that we've worked for is going to be gone.
Now, with Trump at the head of our government, we see a new set of regressive laws put in motion. Trump's most recent policy change is to reword Title IX so it states sex given at birth, which means trans people are explicitly excluded.
We're here. We've always been here. It's not something that's just going to go away overnight because someone doesn't acknowledge that we're here. If you can't use a restroom in a public space, if you can't use a facility like a changing room in a public space, that means you're not allowed in that space. You're not allowed to be part of the community that you're part of. And that's a really big thing.
I know that we live in a bubble here in California, in San Francisco.
Everybody feels really safe and wonderful and warm and cozy until you don't.
I've already been getting, like I call them, dirty looks. People are looking at me and they don't look nice.
It shows the tiny effects in the government can affect people on the local level.
The Castro, a hub for LGBT groups alike, is synonymous with gay culture. Located in Eureka Valley between Haight Street and Twin Peaks, the Castro is a colorful and expressive community for those who are seeking it. As gender norms evolved, so did this highly accepting community. Though a bubble, the Castro is starting to feel the backlash of recent government actions.
As your president, I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression.
Regardless of Trump's supposed stance on LGBTQ rights during his inauguration, his administration's actions have reflected otherwise. Under the Obama administration, the rights of Title IX were interpreted in a more flexible fashion, protecting trans students. Specifically, Obama worked to make schools a more friendly place by overseeing that all students can go into the bathroom that fits their gender identity.
My name is Connor Gibson. I'm 16 years old. When I had first come out, I would walk across all of campus just to go to the drama bathrooms because they were single stall and they were the only ones I felt comfortable using. It's hard to be trans in a high school because unlike so many other, conditions you can have, how visible it is. There are days when I can't get out of bed because I'm so scared of going to school. And, having to look at the people around me and know that they all think I'm different and deal with that.
It's so challenging, and I feel bad for a younger generation of transgender men and women that, have this sort of new fear.
The trans community, it has enough threats without legal discrimination being added to the mix.
There was one dance that I went to where I was pulled out of the restroom. And I didn't know what to do, really. I was feeling like, who am I? Why am I supposed to be here? I'm supposed to be having fun. I'm not having fun.
I wanted to get out of gym. I wanted to get out of that, not do it, because of what I would face. There was no provisions for me at all. Like, I couldn't go to anyone and say, you know, can I be exempted from that, or can we find another way that I can do gym? That's going to happen now, and I don't know what the results are.
It's taking opportunities away from people who already have like a lot to struggle with on a daily basis.
It's why these students are here and trans students are here.
I'm starting the medical transition process. It's taken months to get, you know, on the list for the hormones and the surgery that I need. And that's partially because these resources are getting harder to get access to.
Friends of mine get letters from the VA saying they're not going to get hormones anymore.
A bunch of Planned Parenthoods provide HRT, which is hormone therapy, which is testosterone shots for trans men, estrogen shots for trans women. So if Planned Parenthood gets shut down, which is something the Trump administration is definitely aiming towards, that means that people can't get informed consent HRT.
You might be in the middle of your transition, and you have to back up.
That's an issue, and that needs to stop. These things affect everyone. It's not just trans kids, it's not just trans people. It affects everybody. It affects the people that you live next door to. It affects the people that you are friends with.
I don't see why this is a community that the world needs protecting from. This is a community that needs to be protected.